guess it comes at any time. Any kind of inspiration will come from anywhere. But today, Chef Mike is gonna indulge us in a simple recipe of banana bread. And look at our ingredients. Look at what we have. Vanilla extract, baking soda, all-purpose flour, sugar, a couple eggs, and the most important, which inspired us today, is look at what we found on top of the fridge. Rotten bananas.
Not rotten. Grandma's for... It's Michael again. And by the way, Tommy, it's Grandma's forgotten bananas, not rotten bananas. Hey, thanks for being here again. Grandma misplaced some bananas here in the house. She put them on top of the fridge, forgot all about them. So they're a little soft, actually. They're nice and overripe, so that's our inspiration today. We just want to use them up. Nobody wants to waste anything or waste any money. Stuff we have in the house all the time, so it'll be a simple project to put together. It's just a basic banana bread, and we're going to put lots of the ripe bananas, 3 or 4. If you got more, use 1 or 2 more. If you got 1 less, you're okay. So, but around 3 or 4 bananas. And like I said, you know, just the darker the better, the sweeter they are, the mushier. I mean, they're wonderful. So it's what makes the bread sweeter and tastier when they're ripened like this. But this recipe is so simple. Everybody's going to be amazed at the time and and just with the ingredients that, like I said, we all have around. So I just put those bananas in the bowl, and not even a need for a mixer in this at all. I'm just mashing them around right now, and I usually use a double fork when I do something like this. But this, the texture and all that, they don't have to be creamy smooth. Just have to be mashed around in the bowl. But yeah, yesterday we did the video with the sausage and peppers with a twist of on them with a little bit of fresh tomato, and we roasted it in the oven. Check out that video. It's on YouTube last night, our premiere. It was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun doing it. So I hope some of you guys out there see us and maybe want to learn some things about fast, easy recipes. See, I creamed that. So all we're going to do is take about a cup of sugar, and I'm just using a household cup. It's just right around a cup, a little less, a little more. You know, it's actually up to your taste, guys. With this recipe, there's no wrong, really. I mean, unless you go way overboard on the, 2 cups instead of 1. No, you don't want to do that. But if you get a little more than a cup, a little less than a cup, you're okay. So pretty much I'm going to cream it, maybe just a teaspoon of vanilla. Not much, but just a little bit, just to give it a little, I don't know, a little taste. And we're going to put about a teaspoon of baking soda. Just about a teaspoon. Right there. And always, 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 something you can't forget when you're baking breads like this, cakes like this, sweets, a little bit of salt brings out the sweetness in it. It also aids in the baking part of it, but I always put about maybe a half a teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, something like this, and that little bit of salt will bring out the sweetness in this 10 times over. We're going to add 2 eggs to it, and I'm just going to put them right in there, and then I'm going to cream this up a little bit. And it's such a fast, easy recipe. You're going to be amazed. From counter to oven in probably less than 2 minutes. And then right there, like I said again, you don't have to have the perfect, creamy, smooth texture. You really don't want that. You don't mind a few little pieces of banana in your banana bread. But see how with the egg and everything, it made like the liquid? Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the flour, and which is about 1.5 cups of flour in there. Again, like I said, it's really no mistaking as long as you're right around that general area. But usually I just use, again, a household cup or whatever, because a regular coffee cup is about the size of a measured cup. But you know, I'm not one to use measuring cups, so I'm a roundabout, and I'll give you close, guys, and then just use your inner talents, because it'll come out. I love to cook, and I'm sure lots of you out there do. But just about a cup and a half. And what we did is we're going to mix this around. And then we've already buttered a pan. Now, a bread pan, a loaf pan, is perfect for this. But Gima doesn't have a loaf pan here, and I'm working with what I got. So it's just a small cake pan there. And it'll be just fine for what, you know. This is a family show. Family's going to sit here, and it's going to be gone in 30 seconds when it comes out of the oven. So there's no sense in being fancy right now and all that. One of these days I'll show you when it comes around, the fancy. But see, in the batter, it's a little lumpy. It's okay. It's not floury lumpy. You don't have to sift the flour. You don't have to do anything special. But I just blended all the ingredients. Oh, I almost forgot the most important one. I can't believe it. It calls for butter or margarine. Always in your cakes and desserts, please do me a favor, when it calls for a margarine or butter, always choose the butter. Butter is the flavor. It's the enhancer. It makes things so much richer, so much tastier. But always, 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 please choose the butter. I know it's a little bit more unhealthy for you, but you know what? You gotta live. We only live once, you know. And just gonna mix that around a little bit. I'm gonna pour it. We pre-buttered a pan right there. I'm gonna pour it right in the pan. And then this cake is going to rise well over the pan, which is okay for us. Like I said, we're working with what we got. And I got a little spatula here. I'll clean it up because I want to get every bit of that, because look at that. There's a slice of cake right there. We don't want to waste it. So, especially with my brother back here. He's the one. He'll have it demolished within 30 seconds from it coming out of the oven. Which is okay. That's what we do it for. We do it to eat it. We don't do it to look at it and say, oh, how pretty. Okay, oven's preheated to 350. We're going to go ahead and put it in. And it's going to bake about 20-25 minutes. And we will have the finished product here for you in just a little bit. Again, thanks for being here, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy this and learn some easy things. We're going to try to do this a lot and get some easy, nice recipes, basic things you have in the houses, things that were inspired to me by my family and friends. And I told him 25. There's Gma, the one that got the bananas forgotten. It's been about 25 minutes. The banana bread in. Let's see. We're going to pull it out here. And now the way I always look at how beautiful golden brown, and the way to always tell if your cakes are done or whatever is by touch. The way they spring back up in the middle. See how that's springing back up? This cake is done beautifully right now. So let's take this out. And it does, unfortunately, you do have to let this cool for maybe 5-10 minutes. So sorry, little brother. You do have 5-10 minutes more before you can indulge. But we're just going to cut it in little chunks, or however you want it, or take it out of the pan, or do whatever you want to do and munch it up. A little bit of soft butter melted on top of the nice warm bread, and you're going to have a great time. Alright, guys. See you soon, man. Look out for us. Thanks.